Hi, it's the Tiny One slash Bishie, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Silent Ghost. Alright, it's time to do the Rising event. And because there's going to be no combat for this event, I won't have my car buckle out. Newfound Journey. The Wandering Minstrel has a request for an experienced adventurer. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ah, if it isn't my dear adventurer friend. Pleased am I to see you again. Have you perchance come to join us in remembering the calamity? If you have a moment, there's a favor I would ask of you. Would you not hear me out? In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to less principled types in Ul'dah. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I would feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take a fledgling adventurer under your wing? I'm truly grateful. Now, I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go and wait at the gate of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who has just embarked upon the path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not. You'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I dare say it will feel like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you are greeted by a helpful stranger. Cthulhu 420, that's what I thought your name was. So for Tiny, I put Oi Adventure over here. For Azuna, I did Welcome to Ul'dah. And for Silent Ghost, I'm going to do Is This Your First Trip to Ul'dah? Who are you? I love the detail on her outfit and her hair. An experienced adventurer, you say, and you want to help me on my way? Well, I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ul'dah. My name is Nahagia Jakaya, but just Nahagi will do. And as you rightly guessed, I'm an aspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So, I understand that you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is? Right there. I love the little Lala that's sitting on the ledge and just kicking their legs. It's cute. Just through that door, is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once. Nahagi rushes off before you can offer further explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. See? Very cute. In and out. In and out. Come on, Nahagi. You can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here, too. Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? The lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nahagia Jakaya, and I'm 16 years old, practically a man grown. Hehe, aren't we a lively one? Momodi's the name, and if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come, come. With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. I love her little buns. I think I've said that before. Now then, normally I'd offer you the grand tour. But in light of present company, I reckon you ought to have it from her. She's your senior and a veteran, after all, and you could do worse than to get her advice. Yep, that's me. To begin with, mayhaps you could recommend a guild here in Olda for Nahagi to join. If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where you can have a nice old chat. Sounds noisy out there, too. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you could offer. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Alright, let's talk guilds. I'm all ears. So with Tiny, I picked adventuring can be dangerous, what attracted you to it. I don't remember what I picked for Azuna, but for Silent, I'm going to pick why did you want to become an adventurer? A merchant who was in the carriage with me, a Bree something, asked me much the same thing. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But having now set foot in Olda, it's become clear in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon, wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it then? Traveling, that is? So with Tiny, I picked I love traveling. There's nothing like the thrill of seeing new sights. And I think Azuna, I got the same result with the random number generator. But for Silent, I'm going to pick traveling is nice, but I prefer to put my roots down somewhere. Truly? That's a little unexpected. And yet, perhaps it's when you've seen the world that we know there's a perfect place for us, one we like to call home. But inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? So for Tiny and Azuna, I picked one representing students of the fighting arts. But for Silent, I'm going to pick one representing crafters and gatherers. I see. A place where I can learn a trade. Indeed. We can always rely on fighting to make a living. And having the ability to gather a craft would be invaluable. Or we can't always rely. If I recall correctly, Ulda is the home to the Alchemist Guild. I happen to have some familiarity with medicinal herbs, and I dare say I could put the knowledge to use. Yes, I believe this is a guild for me. I'll go and join it once. I don't know what I picked for Azuna, but for Tiny I put, will you be alright by yourself? And for Silent I'm going to pick, I can show you to the guild if you like. Thanks for the concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time though, could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask you about. Great. I'll look for you here when I'm done. You wait a good while, but Nahagi is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps you should look in on him at the Alchemist Guild. Oh, look at the baby kitty! So cute! Where's your person, kitty? Oh, over there. Alright. It looked like the kitty was all by itself. Alright. Idiot. Had my mental facilities been diminished as a result, what then? The world would have forever been deprived of my genius, that's what. I forgot how mean this dude is. Who are you supposed to be? This trainee's keeper? Well then, you should know that the fool switched my drinking water with some unknown fluid, which I unwittingly drank, basically. I'm sorry, Master Severian, but it was just an herbal tea. You looked wary, and I thought it might help. Why in the seven hells didn't you say so first? That way I might have recorded my vital signs and ascertained the tea's effects. Oh my god, you're so confusing. Such negligence ill befits an alchemist, and I ought to kick you out of my laboratory right now. So mean. Still, you completed the assigned task perfectly. In light of this, you have earned another chance. Very well, you may serve as my assistant on a probationary basis. Ahem, I'm sorry you had to see that, but it seems all is well, at least for now. Master Severian truly lives and breathes alchemy. Though the tea is quite bitter, he thought only of its effects and made no comment on its taste. I believe I stand to learn much under him, and I'll do my best not to incur his ire. Trust me, you will many, many more times. I must also apologize to you for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in the potion making, I lost track of time. Oh, and one other thing. As I was at my work, a peculiar minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurer's path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me, if you're willing. He's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. Oh, I had to burp. Sorry about that. It's so funny. I noticed that sometimes, and one of my friends who's watched some of my videos pointed it out, sometimes I'll just burp and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, or excuse me or whatever, like immediately. And then other times I'll just burp and I'll be like, whatever, and just move on like nothing happened. I don't know, it's just whatever mood I'm in, I guess. I don't know why I do it. My friend, you have done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Silent approached me on your behest? She did. I must confess, you see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subjects would be worthwhile, of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. In thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike, and I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Nahagi to begin walking his, a reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply entwined. If we would capture the former, we cannot well disregard the latter, and this brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. Well now, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt, and it'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, shall we do it? Excellent. When you have your items, pray seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. Okay. That person's still there. What's your name? Oh. Just trying to figure out his tag. I could not. Come on, let's begin looking around. Nahagia Jakaya is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Nahagia Jakaya behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Nahagia Jakaya accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points, quote-unquote, along the way which can offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Alright. So basically like the winter holiday event. It's a pink elephant. Mega Chonker. Your name is Mega Chonker. Welcome, welcome. What is it that you're after? Objects with a connection to the calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale, but I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. This feels a bit dubious. Shall we look around some more? There's bound to be other things out there. Last time I was in this area, it was so loud. Jalapeno Cheetos! I see this guy all the time. And he's a piggy. There's a little puppy. That's cute. Alright. Greetings and welcome to my exhibit. Please feel free to browse at your leisure, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear a connection to the calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder pane, entitled the Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalaman, an inexplorable approach foretelling an impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Olda. To quell the masses, Her Majesty Nanamo Nanamo, Her Royal Majesty, took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their Sultana. There she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era, yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Olda, and those who returned from the battlefield found their home much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Olda is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It is indeed inspiring, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. So far, so good. Let's look around just a little more. Man, when I was here with Tiny, it was so loud because there's a summoning bell right there where you can summon your little like merchant people to help you. You know, you have people that like sell stuff on the marketplaces and everything, and people were just gathered all around the bell, and they were like crafting, and just it was so loud. Oh, I missed a thing. Discuss the House of Splendors. House of Splendors? What kind of a place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our services are available only to those whom we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nahagi, one day. Okay. So I skipped this one over here with Izuna as well. I don't know why this one was hard to see for me, but... Discuss the local cuisine. Ooh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks amazing. In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food, from simple fare to exotic beasts. I look forward to sampling everything too. Greetings, from daily necessities to unusual curios. Ideal in all manner of wares. If there is something in particular you seek, you need but ask. Objects to do with the calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It is a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it is valuable for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account? I'd love to pore over it. Do you keep a journal of your adventures as well? If so, I'd love to read it too one day. With your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles from the Raven, Redania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside the calamity, however. Articles from the Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. You have seen enough objects and learned the stories behind them. Make your way to the end of the Sapphire Avenue Exchange with Nahagiya and speak with him. I was about to say, it wasn't even lit up. Right, this looks like as good a spot as any. I don't know about you, but that was all very new and exciting for me. Talking to a myriad people, learning the tale behind each object, it's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your minds? So for Izuna, I got the Retired Adventurer's Journal. For Tinybishie, I got the Ishgardian Knight's Ring. And for Izuna, not Izuna, for Silent, I'm going to do the Sultana's 7 Pain. There's no wrong answer to pick. I see. I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it? Heh. If you don't mind, I like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel waits. You obtain the Sultana's 7 pain. Back here. I like this quest line of helping a new adventurer out. And it doesn't involve dungeons or instances or anything like that. Excuse me. There he is. Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust? Well now, what have we here? Ah yes, the Sultana's 7. I know it well. 'Tis an iconic tale of leadership amidst great adversity. It may be said that Her Majesty's actions that fateful day helped to forge Ulda as it is now. In that sense, it well suits the theme for my composition. Now, then, what of you, young Nahagi? I'm starting to get tired and stumbling over words. Ah, what might this be? It's a scrapbook of articles from the Raven. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she traveled the realm interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. So if you remember the event that I did last year, that also happened right after the Moonfire Fair, the reporter that I dealt with and helped out is his sister. That's the one she's talking about. They seemed like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose this scrapbook. I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey become the starting point for another. Yes, a verse comes to me, a blessing for those souls who are taking their first charry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. I love how she looks with Minfilia's earring. And there's the mysterious stranger from last year. Greetings, Warrior of Light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. So basically, this is, I think this is like one of the game's creators, and basically sending a message to the player itself. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of a conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving toward the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet I ardently believe that is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventures. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. Basically, hinting at stuff that's going to happen in-game. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on to the distant horizon and beyond. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time I set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again somewhere out there. So for Izuna, I put, I look forward to hearing your tales. For tinybishie, I said, come what may, never forget to smile. And for Silent, I'm going to say, pass my regards to your sister. The answers give the same response from him. Or same reaction. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I would perform another song. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief, neath stars and through storms, the answers to seek. Your footprints are threads to be gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heavens. From the embrace of the gods through mankind has been torn, upon winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is unwritten, bring it rapture or sorrow, our journey shall continue until tomorrow and tomorrow. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Nahagi set off? Did the sight fill you with a worry for a fledgling adventurer? Or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I hope that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. And that's it. The whole 9 yards. My new achievement. Okay, so, let's see. This is the new minion I got. Clockwork Solus. Designed in the likeness of Solus Galvus, founding father of the Galilean Empire. This automaton was created in the royal workshops to commemorate the 9th anniversary of his ascension. Several units were dispatched to the provinces as a show of the nation's technological prowess. Behavior obedient. Okay. Alright. So that's it for this event. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to move out of the way. Like I said, it was a very cute little event that I enjoyed. And I hope you did too. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. And the next episode, we're going to travel to... Fulgor Float. Oh, I'm not attuned to it. So I'll probably go to Gridania and then travel from there. Or else go to Bent Branch Meadows and then travel from there. Alright. So yeah, that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!